Hi, so my name is Robin Baggs. I am a licensed esthetician, Reiki practitioner, and owner of Refresh by Robin Organic Skin. Decided to start this YouTube channel very randomly. Sorry, I got cut off there. So I definitely would love to know what it is that people want to know, especially from a licensed skincare professional and someone who is very passionate about what I do. My main goal in life is really just to help people. So this particular video I wanted to make about my personal acne struggle and where I'm at now and my whole entire journey and how it led me to be an esthetician. And then my next video, which I'll probably do maybe tomorrow, probably Thursday though, will be about acne and some just very simple and often overlooked tips and tricks and things that we can do to maybe help clear up our acne on our own. And then I'd like to make another video about how we can also get help professionally. So about me. So I had horrible acne for a very long time. I think it started when I was 14 years old, and it was cystic. It was all underneath my skin. My skin is still far from perfect, but I can actually get on YouTube or take a selfie or whatever and feel comfortable right now without foundation or the need for that. I love that I can use natural products and let my skin breathe. So I used to have really bad acne, and it covered my chest and my back, and it was just awful. It made me so insecure as a teenager going into high school. I honestly think it ruined my entire high school years, plural there. Just because it is so detrimental and just makes you feel so ugly and dirty. And it's not because you're doing anything wrong. It's just because, you know, maybe genetics or maybe just we don't know any different or how to fix it. So yeah, so I had really bad skin. I did see some dermatologists. I was on quite a few different medications, and I was really embarrassed. I would not wear a bathing suit, and actually I wouldn't even be able to wear a shirt like this because I was covered cystically on my chest and my back and my shoulders and my face. So I had to wear only t-shirts, which was very limiting, and I feel like it definitely took me down a different route, and I had different friends because of it, and it changed my life in a bad way, but turned around in a good way, if that makes sense. So anyway, so I dealt with that in high school, and we kind of, you know, I just didn't really know what I was doing. I didn't know what products to use. I didn't know what I should or shouldn't be doing. I wasn't moisturizing. I thought that because my skin was oily, I shouldn't be doing that. And I just kind of dealt with it. And then in my 20s, it kind of went away a little bit, and then came back in my 20s. And I dealt with it for a long time. And I would say probably early 20s, and I still struggle a little bit, but to me, this is good. So sorry, it's a little distracting here. So anyway, so in my 20s, after again dealing with the self-esteem issues and just feeling uncomfortable in your own skin, and of course, you know, buying all this horrible makeup and just trying to like cake it all on and cover everything off. So it's very liberating today to sit here and go on camera without any foundation and feel 100% comfortable after so many years of wearing this awful makeup and using these horrible products and just ruining my skin. So I would just, you know, cover, and, you know, my skin would get oily throughout the day, and then I would just be using the same sponge to put more makeup on to cover it, and it was really just horrible. And I'm sure anyone with acne can relate to this. It's just a bad feeling, and you feel very helpless and out of control because there's people who do things that you're doing and their skin is fine. So you definitely feel like you're doing something wrong, or that something's wrong with you, and you definitely don't feel good about yourself. And so I'm hoping to provide some encouragement and also some empowerment by giving people knowledge to help with different things, and acne being one of them. So, anyway, I in my early 20s when this happened, I dealt with it for a little while, and then a family friend said, "Hey, my husband works with this esthetician, and you should go see her." So I did not know what an esthetician was at the time. And for basically, an esthetician is like a branch of cosmetology, a skincare specialist, facial specialist. You hear all kinds of terms: medical esthetician, makeup artist. A lot of that will fall under the esthetician category, or can. I consider myself to be a holistic esthetician, which I will get more into at another point, and also an organic esthetician. But that's just the route I went. And so I'm a licensed skin professional now, but at the time I had no idea what that was. And I just went in and saw this lady, and she told me I had to come in every 2 weeks, which was a lot of money, a lot of time, and a big commitment for me. But I was kind of scared to say no, and I really wanted the help. So I just said, okay. So I went in, and she would give me a facial, and it was actually really relaxing and enjoyable. Like, I would look forward to it. Not so much the price, but everything else. And she also gave me home care. So I bought like these products from her, and I had no idea you're supposed to like cleanse, tone, moisturize, all of that. And they were a little pricey too, especially when I was used to just buying stuff at like Walmart or CVS. But it all worked out, because she actually was able to clear my skin up. I would say within maybe 5 to 6 months. It gradually got better and better, and then work on the scarring. And I still struggle, but she definitely changed my life. I mean, she taught me how to care for my skin. She cleared my skin up. I had never felt so comfortable in my own skin in such a long time. And then I learned what an esthetician was. And so I decided to go to school shortly after that and become a licensed esthetician myself. And since then, I have taken such a huge journey through the aesthetics industry, and owning my own business and figuring out what I want to do. But it's really been wonderful. And, I call it, as this massage therapist, I listen to her podcasts or whatever. Her name is Felicia Brown, and she says, sorry, it's so distracting out here. She says, your superpowers are not always like your talents or your gifts or your passions. Sometimes, your failures can be your superpowers. And that really resonates with me, because I feel like having had acne and then it actually came back a little bit while I was pregnant, which is a whole nother story. But I feel like after having that and going through that, it led me to become an esthetician. And now I feel like a superpower when it comes to helping people with their acne, whether it's teenagers. Actually, I get more adults. I think that it's really awesome because I can relate to them and help them in ways that someone who has not struggled with that might not be able to. So it was in disguise, and it led me here. And so that's pretty much kind of my journey. Yeah, it was a lot. I think clearing acne up takes a lot of commitment on my end as a client, And it also took a lot of commitment on the esthetician's end. So, you know, she was dedicated to get my skin clear, and then I was just very, very committed to working with her and trusting her and putting my faith in her, which I know now with the internet, that can be a hard thing to do. There's so much information and we can research things, but I still stand by the fact that that experience that you're going to get from a licensed professional, and it's really not something you can even put a price on. So I do is acne, my passion are definitely just for, in general, like making people feel good, making them feel beautiful and confident, whether their issue is acne or rosacea or age spots, or, you know, making sure they age well. I just want people to feel great, and that is my goal as an esthetician, and that is my acne journey. Just to kind of bring it a little bit into present day. So currently, I do still struggle, and I do stand by the fact that I think there is no cure for acne. That is my belief. I know it's a little controversial, but I do not think there is a cure for acne. I think that we can just maintain it. And my goal for anyone who steps into my office, now that I am an esthetician and have been for some time, is to empower people so that they know what they can do and feel in control, instead of so helpless in a situation that, you know, kind of is out of their control in so many ways and was out of mine in a lot of ways, and just kind of empower them with the tools and the techniques and, you know, product recommendations and whatever it is that they need to help them feel comfortable in their own skin and also clear their skin. So that is kind of my goal. And I know with myself, I require a lot of maintenance. My skin is not normal. I have a lot of problems, but at least I am empowered enough to know what I can do to help these issues and help myself. And so when I do have that little breakout, I know what to do. It's not like, oh no, it's, oh, okay, I got to do this, 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 and this to fix it. So that is my goal, my mission, and I would love to hear from anybody who watches this. And I would also love to share some tips about dealing with acne and things that people can do to help with that. All right, have a great